the Lakers played an insane game against the Suns, and we are here to break everything down. What's good, y'all, and welcome to Lakers Digest. I'm your host, Okechi Apakama, and I'm here with my co-host,
Jaya, Tewari. I know I've been a little MIA the past few weeks, but I have been doing my post-game reactions, and I don't know if you guys saw, but the last one I did was our 44-point blowout loss to the Sixers, so I'm so happy to be doing one where we actually won for once. But
and
yeah, that was a crazy game. The last, 6 or 7 seconds especially just aged me like crazy, though. I really thought we had such a good, strong first half. And then just right at the end, I was really worried everything was just gonna fall through.
oh yeah, like that entire game just had all the ups and downs and stuff like that. So like you're right, just like in that first half. But before we get into everything, all that and all the game, let's just bring up something, guys. There is 95% of you guys who have recently watched our videos who haven't subscribed to the channel just yet. And if you guys want more of that Laker news, Laker content, game recaps, just every and all things LA Lakers, you guys want to come right here to Lakers Digest so you guys do not miss a beat. Now, with that being said, guys, let's hop straight into the game because it was insane as the Lakers and Suns duel it out in this one. And like you said, Jaya, like that first quarter, like the Lakers really came out really well. Like they're creating turnovers, they're making a stand defensively. So, like, what did you think of like parts of like that first half, especially because like the Lakers were up 12, I think, at halftime.
Yeah, honestly, going into halftime, I thought it was going to be smooth sailing from there on out. Obviously, I should have known better and not have expected that at all, especially from this team. One thing that really stood out to me was in the first quarter was the Suns' turnover stats. That was so damn high. And I just thought our defense was just so good overall. Having Jared Vanderbilt back finally is literally game changing. And he just really upped the defense and energy levels there. His rebounding was absurd. Obviously, he's not a big point scorer, but just the impact he has on our defensive game is ridiculous. And I was so happy to have him back. Super happy to have Rui back too, even though he had his crazy mask. But obviously, I just thought our defense and our playing was really solid. The first half, we weren't stressed out and speeding up too much. Obviously, we'll get into second half of the game later, but I was glad to see us kind of keeping stable control of the ball and just playing very much maybe a championship contender team, and if not, at the very least, an in-season tournament winning team.
Yeah, like it was insane, and like you said before with Jared Vanderbilt, like I just love seeing Vando do his things. Like he only had 1 point in this game, as I'll pull up the stats here, but he had just 1 point in that one. But he was just all over the floor. It seemed like
He was everywhere, yeah.
grabbing offensive rebounds. I believe he had four on the game. He had six total rebounds. He only played 15 minutes, but it seemed like he played a lot more just with his activity and his energy. He was guarding KD. He was guarding Devin Booker. He was a big reason why those guys really kind of struggled in that first half there because I believe Booker only had 7 points at halftime, and KD wasn't really shooting too well. And then you're right with a Hachimura coming back as well, just a bigger body. You know, he had the black mask on. They're calling him the Black Samurai. So he was able to help the Lakers out in that one as well. And then Anthony Davis, I thought was great in that first half because he had 20 points in that one. He was really just shoring up the Lakers on the defensive end as he usually does, and then offensively, I think I tweeted this out earlier. The Lakers, I mean, not the Lakers, the Suns have no one who can really guard Anthony Davis. And I think it was Nurkic just trying to do his best, but he picked up a couple of fouls. He was in foul trouble. Same with their backup, Eubanks, as well. So no one on that Suns team could really handle Anthony Davis, and he really took it to him in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, AD doesn't lead the NBA in blocks and is second in rebounds for nothing. He's an unstoppable force. Speaking of AD, though, I do hope his face is okay. He was quite red by the end of that game from that one hit to the face, so hopefully he's all good there. But yeah, back to our other players kind of being back in. Having, I think, Rui and Vanderbilt back just also really elevated the athleticism of our players overall, which was just really awesome to see. So I was happy to see that as well. And since Vando's still on his minutes restriction, I think obviously that contributed to why he didn't play as much during the second half. But he should be off that soon as he like gets fully recovered from everything. So once he gets there, like I just cannot wait to see this team, especially around by the time Christmas Day comes around. Like I am so excited for that Christmas Day game.
Oh yeah, it should be fun because like guys like Vando and then the way how Cam has been playing defensively, I'm just excited. The pairing of those two defensively, along with Anthony Davis, like these guys are going to really just wreak havoc on that end. But yeah, let's just hop straight back into the second half as the Lakers kind of struggled there in that third quarter, and it was really some nervous energy there because I think. Book and KD really started to kind of get going, but Austin Reaves was big in that quarter because I think he had 14 points in that third quarter. So like, what did you think about Austin?
Like multi three game and like however
Yeah,
many
yeah,
games I'm like
it's been a while since
for.
he's had
Yeah,
multiple threes.
yeah. But yeah, no, this sounds like definitely like their comeback in the third was ridiculous. And like you mentioned already that we definitely got nervous too. Like you could totally tell with like our fouls specifically. We were getting in so much foul trouble in the third quarter. Luckily we kind of got it together like at the fourth. We didn't have as many fouls like or we had no fouls until like the last like
Mm-hmm.
5 minutes of the fourth. But yeah, it was like you could definitely tell like we were fouling like crazy during the third and it definitely made me nervous. So I'm glad we like got that together at least by the time the fourth quarter rolled around.
Yeah, and then also we would be remiss to not talk about LeBron James, especially in that fourth quarter. He ended up finishing with 31 points in that one, 11 assists, 5 steals, which I saw earlier. The Lakers tweeted out that that tied a record that he had with the Lakers with the most steals that he's ever had in a game. So LeBron just down the stretch doing what LeBron has done for years, it seems like, but especially like this season because he's the league leader in fourth quarter scoring. LeBron James is. So what do you think about LeBron just going down the stretch? Yeah.
At his dinosaur age, like there's no way he could be playing like this. Like it's just like every time I think he can't go back to like what he was, he's always just elite. Like there's no way you can stop him. He always just finds a way to turn it around right at the end and carry us through. But I mean, all our credits for winning this game have to go to AR-15. Like there's just no way. Obviously, like LeBron carried us through to the very end, but we wouldn't have been able to even make that turnaround if AR didn't hit that three.
And like that three with what was it, about like 15 seconds left to go in the game, and then he sort of he pulled when he pulled up. I was like thinking to myself like, if he's got AD on the roll there, he could probably throw Anthony Davis a little pass there and he can get fouled, get some free throws or something. But Austin pulled up because he has no fear. What it seems like, and then he hit that shot and just like let out a huge scream to the crowd. Like everyone was just going insane at crypto. I still hate calling it crypto, but
That is Staples Center.
It is. It's Staples Center. We're Laker fans here. We can admit that. That's Staples. It's not crypto.
It would never be crypto.
No. But the crowd was rocking. Like I heard it just like through the TV screen because like there was a play that the Lakers had like towards the end, turns that nervous time, that last 7 seconds where Reaves, they were inbounding the ball to Reaves and then he like fumbled it, and then I thought it was a turnover for a second, but the Lakers called a timeout, but nobody heard it because of how loud it was. So that's kind of crazy to see for like this in-season tournament, how hyped people are and how excited they are. But now the Lakers are on to Vegas, which is crazy to see. So just early thoughts though, them playing the Pelicans in the next one.
Honestly, like I have been very pleasantly surprised by how good the Pelicans have been this season. Like I know it was like predicted and stuff, but like the Pelicans have just been so on and off the past few years, especially with injuries, that I wasn't actually expecting them to make it this far. So I'm like excited to see how it goes. Obviously, like I am a little nervous, as I am with like any major game with the Lakers. But I really do think that like. I think we can win this. And also, like, selfishly, I would love to see a Lakers-Bucks final. Like, that would just be electric. Such good teams, like, a matchup we would rarely get otherwise. And so, obviously, like, I mean, I hope the Lakers win regardless. I'm a Lakers fan. But for that purpose alone, I just think we would get such a good basketball game if those two end up making it all the way. How about you?
For me, because, like, you're right about that Pelicans team. Like, wasn't much expected from them, but then they started to get healthy recently. Like Zion looks great. Brandon Ingram, our old friend, Brandon Ingram, he's starting to play really well. So that game's gonna be exciting. Like you're right, like that Bucks would be interesting, but weirdly enough, I'm a little bit of a Pacers fan on the side,
Interesting. Okay.
just because Halliburton is like one of my favorite exciting players coming up, and I would just like love to see him just like in a final game. Obviously, the Lakers winning, but I would love to see Tyrese Halliburton and those like Pacers team. Mostly because like I just think the Lakers will just beat up on that type of team just because I don't think they have enough, especially for a guy like Anthony Davis or even LeBron James. So we'll see what happens. Next game for the Lakers is Thursday, TNT at 7 in Las Vegas. So we get to see their specialized courts there, see all the festivities there. So we'll see what happens. I've been one of your hosts, Okechi Apakama, for this, and
Jaya Tewari, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We need our subscribers up. And then obviously like, comment, share your thoughts as always.
awesome. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
For sure. Go Lakers!